So in this video I'm going to show you how to fill out one of these daily trip inspections. You're going to do one of these every single day before taking the truck out. Okay, so starting at the top here, we got time of inspection. I'm just going to write 2:30. We'll put in the date here. Name of driver. Signature of driver. Okay, now so this portion here is the actual checklist part of it, and these first few things you're gonna check before going in the cab and starting anything. So we're gonna pop the hood and we're gonna check the oil, the coolant, and the washer fluid. So to pop the hood, there's just these big clips on either side. And then to open it up, you just grab the handle on top here, give it a tug. Okay, so starting with the oil here, it's just hiding behind here with the yellow cap here. Just gonna twist and pull it out. Just make sure it's full. This guy here is the coolant, so let's make sure that's between the add and full line. Looks good. And while you're in here, you can look around to make sure everything else is looking good. Make sure there's no loosey-goosey cables anywhere. Make sure everything's solid. No leaks or anything coming from places. And then on this side is the washer fluid. In the winter time, I like to make sure that that is topped up a little more often. So I would say, you know, once it gets kind of below half, you might want to look at filling it up there. Okay, and that's it for under the hood. We can close this. You always want to make sure you remember to latch this hood down. If you don't, you'll be braking and the hood will fly open on you. Okay, so we can go in the cab now. Whenever you're starting these trucks, basically you'll give the key a half turn and you'll wait for the globe plugs to heat up. And some of the trucks have a little spiral light there, and you wait for that light to go out before you start it. Some of the trucks do not have that, so you just give it some time before you actually start the engine. So we'll check off these boxes. Engine oil good, engine coolant level good, washer fluid good. Okay, now dash warning lights. If there's ever a check engine light or anything noted down below, you can make note of that. Okay, glass and mirrors. So windshield looks good, no massive cracks or anything to note. The mirrors are looking good. Windshield wipers and washer. So let's make sure these guys work. Good. We'll make sure the washer fluid actually works. It's good. DEF level and fuel level. These are not necessarily safety concerns, so we keep it on there just so you're not leaving with an empty tank. So DEF looks good and fuel looks good. Almost forgot. So up here we can get the odometer. And then right here you can write the unit number for the truck, and right now we're in unit 6. Okay, and then these last few things on the list are all outside. So we got frame and body, tires and wheels, lights and reflectors, and suspension. So I'm gonna turn on all the lights. Turn on my four-ways as well. Another thing I forgot to mention was anytime you're letting the truck run for a little while, you'll want to do a high idle. Right now it's already doing a high idle automatically, but usually you just hit a combination of the cruise control buttons. So you turn it on and then hold set and hit on again, and it would do a high idle. Some of the other trucks are a little bit different. So we'll just check the wheels, make sure obviously that they're not flat. Make sure we have all of our lug nuts on here. And then we'll check all of our lights. Kind of look up and down the truck as we go along to make sure there's no damage. Look underneath, make sure nothing's hanging down. For these rear tires, since they're dual, you won't necessarily notice if one of them is a little bit low on air or even completely flat. You have to check them, and you check them by hitting them. Usually, you know, the proper way would be to check it by hitting it with a little hammer to see if it sounds a little bit different than the other one. But usually I do not have a hammer handy, so let's give it a couple good firm kicks. Make sure it feels solid. We'll check the airbags down here, make sure they're full. Sometimes the winter can kind of mess with that a little bit where they don't fill up properly. Check the lights on the rear here. Now obviously we didn't check the brake lights or the signals. You would need a second guy to help you out with that. I don't have one right now, so we're not going to do that. Okay, that is pretty much it. If you had a defect that you found anywhere, you can make note of it down here. You just write out some details of whatever's going on. But if not, you can just hit no defects in the little box there. And if you are ever doing an inspection on a truck and you're not the driver, there's a little box right here where you can write your name and your signature right there, and then the driver can actually put his name up there. So this piece of paper needs to stay with you for the whole day, and then at the end of the day you can take it inside and put it away in the proper bin. These need to be kept for quite a while, so do not just throw them in the trash when you're done with them. And that is how you complete the daily trip inspection.